awesome admins, steppin' time, and terrific teachers. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Friday, July 24th edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. You know who keeps everything running smoothly, right? That's correct. It's secretaries. And our city secretary and her staff won an award for doing it very well. The July 15th, 2026 City Council meeting saw the City Administration Department receiving an award for excellence.
Agenda item number 6, presentation, Texas Municipal Clerks Association Incorporated TMCA Municipal Clerks Office Achievement of Excellence Award to the Administration Department.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Frances Aguilar, and I am the City Secretary for the City of Pearland. Today, I am also representing the Texas Municipal Clerks Association Executive Board, which I have the distinct honor of serving with your City Secretary, Roxanne Benitez.
Well, the award was created about 7 years ago, and I have been trying for the last 5 years to obtain that award. However, I wasn't with this organization back then. So this award goes on 12 categories, which a lot of them are core duties for this department. Open Meetings Act, Public Information Act, elections, records management, certifications, and boards and commissions, so things of that nature.
Today, I'm here to present the Texas Municipal Clerk's Office Achievement of Excellence Award to Roxanne on behalf of the City of Stafford City Secretary's Office. This award was designed to recognize excellence in the effective and efficient management of resources in the Municipal Clerk's Office. To qualify, cities must meet at least 9 of TMCA's 12 rigorous professional standards, and thanks to the relentless dedication and teamwork of your staff, you didn't just meet the minimum, you successfully achieved 11 out of the 12 standards.
Our department is actually very small, where there's only 3 of us. And so we are tiny but mighty, and it consists of the Assistant City Secretary, the Administrative Services Coordinator, and myself. And so although we're a very small department, we do have a lot of responsibilities. A lot needs to get done with less staff.
Roxanne, you just do such an amazing job for us. So it's not unusual for you to receive such an auspicious award for all your, and believe me, we see it because it's a tough job keeping us in order, and all that you've done, through your studies, you've actually executed, and we see it every day, and your professionalism and all your knowledge. It goes, I don't have the words to tell you how much we appreciate the service you do, and excellent service that you do for the city. So congratulations to you and your staff.
Especially just for my own experience being brand new when I first got elected, helping us to understand all the things that go behind it, always being professional, kind, and making this job possible, but not just for us, for the entire city. All these things run because of the hard work and dedication of you and your staff. So just thank you so much. It's an award well deserved.
You run the city, city, this is the mayor, city secretary, you're the face of our city. Everything had to go, a lot of requests had to go through, city secretary. It's not an easy job, I know. It's you did an excellent job for the past few years. We saw it, just like everybody see it. And sometimes during the meeting, we actually have to ask you, say, what's the best way to continue? The rules, all that. So thank you so much for your service and contribution to our city, and congratulations so much for your job. Thank you.
I think a lot of people just don't know what this department does or what we do, and I even have a shirt that says, no one knows what I do till I don't do it, So I think that's, and that's what I wanted to do, is highlight it, highlight this department, highlight what we do, because a lot of people have no clue what we do on a day-to-day basis, and we're mostly behind the scenes. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being behind the scenes, and I don't like to be in the spotlight.
For Stafford Weekly News, this is Randall Williams. We lost another long-serving city employee to the siren call of retirement. But Civic Center events manager Karen Potthoff wasn't getting off without a certificate of appreciation and some love bombing. At the July 15, 2026 City Council meeting, Stafford said goodbye to a long-serving employee.
Certificate of Appreciation, awarded to Karen Potthoff in honor of 22 years of dedicated service, from April 2004 to May 2026 to the City of Stafford. Karen's professionalism, attention to detail, positivity, and endless smile will always be cherished by her Stafford family of coworkers, as well as the clients and families she served over the past 2 decades.
Thank you for everything for Stafford. I worked at Stafford School District for 13 years. And then I came to Stafford Civic Center because Susan needed me. And she's been a wonderful boss. And everybody has been, above and beyond what my anticipation was at the working for Stafford. It depends on the client. Sometimes if the client's, nice and we, get along, everything's fine. Always make sure everything looks nice and out, and put the microphones out and stuff like that, and make sure the bathrooms are always clean for them. All my children graduated from the high school at Stafford, all of them did. And Leslie is full of jokes and everything. But yesterday she said, "Mama, I want you to wear all black tomorrow." What does that mean? So I wore all black and went to her house, and she turned me into a cow. Because you go to Chick-fil-A dressed as a cow, you get a free sandwich.
Karen, seriously, you are not 70. You look to me it's only 50. So every time we have a meeting in staff or events, you always welcome everyone with your big smile. And that's the face of a Stafford Center. And I appreciate all these hard work. All these years, you have your heart for working every day for our city, Stafford Center.
You think about all of the amazing events that have gone through that you've helped been a part of, making sure that all those people were there, had a smile, had a laugh, had a cry, all of those special experiences, you were part of making that possible. And just want to recognize what a valuable asset you've been to our community, and you continue to be for your family and for your friends, and just wish you all of the best in your retirement.
Well, one thing, I'm going to really miss the people of Stafford. They always had a smile on their face. They always made me feel welcome when they saw me. So it's a privilege to been working at Stafford that long.
For Stafford Weekly News, this is Randall Williams. Performing Perfection, next. A local academy of step and dance has partnered with SMSD's Theater Arts Department to provide students with training that will improve a whole set of skills that will improve performance. Mao Morales brings us the story.
Providing a platform for students to express themselves is at the heart of strengthening our community. Right here in Stafford, the Boss Step Academy of Step and Dance is doing just that through an incredible summer collaboration. Led by Kimmy Fry, the head coach of the Stafford Step Collective, and featuring Nakia Giddings, the high school's theater arts director, this camp brings two dynamic SMSD teachers together to elevate the students' performance skills.
Hi guys, my name is Kimmy Fry and I am the founder and the owner of the Boss Step Company, and I am also the head coach of the Stafford Step Collective step team in the step program right here in Stafford, Texas. So the step team started here actually before I even started working in the district. So there was a former teacher for the STEM school named Miss Lawrence. She and a student that we actually have here today, Brielle, actually started the idea, came up with the idea of having a step team for the Black History program. And so they got it together. That was 2024 that they came out with the idea and kind of got the ball rolling. And then I came in the fall of 2024 and was kind of being nosy one day and noticed that they were talking about step.
Because he has his own step team,
Because this is what I do. Like I have a studio, I own a step company, so this is what I do. So I was just kind of being nosy and was like, hey, I heard you talking about step. What?
Stepping isn't just about rhythm and movement. It requires deep elements of acting and projection.
We are the best! We are the best! Better!
By incorporating theater games, the instructors are helping these students step out of their comfort zone so they can command the stage and connect clearly with any of the judges.
Hi everybody, I am Nakia Giddings, the theater arts director for Stafford High School. I am really grateful for Coach Fry bringing me in. People don't understand that step team does involve theater. Step team involves all musical elements, all performing arts elements. They have to act, they introduce music, the body, the mind, all of those things. And so I'm really thankful for today, for Coach Fry bringing me in and just really getting the kids out of their comfort zone, right? So even the thing is with my Theater 1 classes that I'm teaching throughout the day at Stafford High School, theater games helps kids get out of their comfort zone because they don't realize that they're working on projection and diction until they do.
Right.
I do this thing called the mirror exercise where they have to stand in front of each other and they have to do all these It helps them to do that with somebody else, peer-to-peer, face-to-face, to see somebody else do it, because sometimes they don't know what to do until they know what to do.
Right.
The point is that when you create a safe space for children, that is where their best creativity flourishes.
When educators collaborate, the results are nothing short of inspiring. Creating that safe space allows for our students to thrive, find their voices, and put on an unforgettable show. Let's take a look at what they've put together. For Stafford Weekly News, I am Al Morales.
Wheels on the bus. Next. The school year is fast approaching. Here's some information to help get your children to class safely.
Welcome back, Stafford. As we look towards strengthening our community this upcoming school year, getting our students to campus safely is a top priority. Today, we are breaking down everything you need to know about Stafford MSD's bus registration, plus a quick refresher on local traffic safety to keep our kids protected. If your child will need to ride the Stafford MSD school bus, a parent or guardian must sign for the receipt of the bus tag. Because the early windows have passed for our younger campuses, if you missed your registration or have specific questions, you can contact Carrie Shelton directly at the email below. Before you head to the schools, let's review some vital guidelines for all grade levels. Bus registration is important for all students who will use transportation. Bus tags will be issued during registration, and parents or guardians must sign for receipt of the bus tag. Additionally, transportation services are available only to students who reside within SMSD attendance boundaries. Looking at the schedule, the early sign-up windows for the elementary school and the Early Childhood Center have officially closed. If you missed the dates for the elementary, which were July 13th through the 17th, or ECC, which ran from July 20th to the 24th, please reach out directly to the transportation office immediately to ensure your student is covered for the first day. For our middle school students and high school students, sign-ups will happen from July 28th through July 31st at the middle school. All sign-up hours are split into 2 daily windows, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2:15 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Finally, providing a platform for student safety is a community effort. With buses hitting the roads soon, let's review some traffic laws strictly enforced across Texas, Fort Bend County, and locally here in Stafford. If you are driving on a 2-lane road, vehicles traveling in both directions must stop when a school bus stops. If you are on a multi-lane paved road completely across, vehicles traveling in both directions must stop. The only exception is if you are on a divided highway separated by an unpaved space of at least 5 feet or a raised physical barrier. In that specific case, vehicles behind the bus must stop, while vehicles traveling in the opposite direction proceed with caution. Let's all do our part on behalf of the city to keep our roads safe for our kids this year. For Stafford Weekly News, I am Mal Morales.
Speaking of SMSD's theater arts, let's find out some more about their director, who's bringing innovation to art.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
It is going great. I'm in my summer, so
It's a lot of heat, right?
it's a lot of heat, but a lot of good things.
Definitely.
I get to come back and rest so that I'm rested for the school year.
For sure. I
Yes.
mean, and you've been gone for, it's been about a month since school ended, so
Yes.
what have you been up to these last few weeks?
I have been up to long walks, getting back into creating and being the artist myself. I think during the school year, I am the director, I am crafting, the artist into my kids and my students, but during the summer, I get to be the artist again. And so that's what I've been loving about the summer.
How did your upbringing and your time as a student shape you into the artist and talent that you are today?
Well, I always say that I have to honor the women in my life. I think the women in my life have played a pivotal role from birth, from Stafford until now. So growing up, my grandmother actually, she was an actress, director, singer, all of the things. And so I knew I had the singer in me, but the director didn't come until later when I graduated from Prairie View A&M University with theater arts, performing arts, and then, all the things, right? My time at Stafford, the choir teacher at the time, Ladrika Price, was not your average choir teacher. So she did all school musicals, all district musicals. So she used to include the whole district in her musicals. And so I believe that I was very well-rounded, not only with the art of singing, but also acting. Jewel Handy, the theater arts director at the time as well, I feel like I had it all at Stafford. And I had dipped off and went to another school for about a year or two because I thought that I would get better training. But that school was great too, but it was just something about being at Stafford where I was just very well-rounded. I didn't have to pick a certain focus. And I was also the president of choir. I was just a performing arts geek, period. And so I just couldn't imagine my life doing anything else outside of the performing arts.
So you have incredible real-world experience. What does that mean to, take that wealth of knowledge and pour it directly into kids that are willing to learn about culture, about theater arts, about performing?
Though they may see me receive these opportunities, right? Because they go and Google me, all the things, I didn't know that you were a singer, Miss Giddings. But I try to instill in them first that what happens when you are not receiving the opportunities anymore? Do you stop the craft? We cannot teach students to just identify with what they do instead of instilling in them who they are. And so that matters first. And then once they know who they are, then I'm able to, right, kind of like craft in the business side of not compromising who they are, but they'll end up compromising if they don't know that first, if they don't have that solid foundation. So once we get that kind of in there, right, because, you know, they're babies.
We saw your passion firsthand last year with the production of The Layover and standout students like Daniela Sambalasocha. When you have a student like Daniela who truly receives what you give and shows that unique talent, what does that do for you? And how do these talented individuals push you to grow stronger in your craft?
I just want to say shout out to all the high school theater arts directors out there. Middle school, listen, it is not an easy job. We work strenuous hours to put on these productions, professional productions, right? And when you really care about your job, it can take a toll on you if you're not careful. And so people like Daniela, right? Those certain students that you really see them grow from the time that they walk in your classroom to the time that they exit. It makes all of that worth it. Then you feel like, okay, I just didn't do all of this for no reason, right? It makes you really see that theater is not just about putting on plays, right? But it is therapy for some of these students. Creativity is able to thrive when a person is given safety. So when you don't give a student that, when you don't put that in the atmosphere, they don't have room to really be who they are and experience what gifts that they may not have known that they had before. Daniela came in, she didn't know, right, that she was a whole playwright until she did. And so I think that how it helps me as an artist, right, as an individual, is I have to practice what I preach. So if I'm telling them to have the courage and take risk in being this character and being, right, the assistant director or the stage manager, or take risks, show me something in the lights, I also have to be the person to take the risk. I can't just stay comfortable. I have to be willing to be uncomfortable as well. I have to be willing to step out of the box as well as an artist, to know that I'm not only a director, but yes, I'm still that actress and that singer that I was when I was at Stafford. I'm still all of these things, all of these different colors. It's just wherever I walk, whatever room I walk into, I want to walk in confidence in whatever I'm supposed to be at that given moment.
You see them coming together, collaborating. Do you put yourself in their shoes? Does that remind you of a specific moments that you were, you know, in that same room?
Yes, actually, I hope Ms. Price sees this. I would say that there were times where Ms. Price would be definitely hounding on me about discipline. And as a high schooler, I'm like, Ms. Price, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When she was trying to hound us into, you know, like coming to rehearsal on time, and do you know your lines? Have you actually been practicing the song that I've given you? It was her trying to instill discipline in us. That talent was one thing, but discipline and responsibility is another. So to see some of these kids come in, and they're coming in on time, right? I'm blessed to have those students who come in on time, and students who actually want to take leadership. I'm like, wow, like I got the cream of the crop. And you know, they're not all perfect. You know, they're involved with all these different clubs, yearbook club, well, I'm in sports. And I'm like, yeah, but you chose theater. You know, it's like, but you have to allow them to be students. You do. And seeing them take risks on stage, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that this was me at this fresh of age. That is wild, that I dedicated a lot of my high school journey to this craft. And so
you've poured so much of your heart and your soul into Stafford, but your own artistic journey seems to still be unfolding, you know, from theater arts to vocal lessons to, again, you know, performing at these large venues and stadiums, you know. So what are your personal dreams and goals for the future? And what's the next step for you to become the absolute best version of yourself?
I'm realizing that my life is not going to be the average, right? And I know that it does not just rely, or it's not an end all in your average classroom. Honestly speaking, that where I am now is a beautiful training ground for something bigger. And so whether it looks like being a part of or owning a performing arts company where we do take the time to instill, right, those core values in the kids, almost like we're preparing them to be sent out. We're preparing them to be sent out in the industry in the most healthy way possible, right, of what we're able to give. And then outside of that, I want to be the artist again, you know? So it has to be a twofold. I'm not sure if I will be satisfied if it was just one or the other. So yeah, that's what I would love for my life. I'm actually going to get my master's in arts leadership and arts admin to just, you know, get some of those like business and leadership skills underneath my belt to see what that area does look like. Because I know I'm a leader. As much as I may try to run away from it, I know that I am. But there are times where I need to be the student again. And I think just staying humble, staying a student while also leading is the best way that I can continue to be the best version of myself.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Well, that's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news.
This program was produced at City Hall of Stafford, Texas, in association with Houston City College.